up their stats here for you a moment. In the playoffs, Tristan Sunday leads the Akwesasne Thunder with 13 goals and 12 assists for 25 points. Teogoleta Barrero with 7 goals and 16 assists for 23 points. Degalunya Daga Thompson comes in with 11 goals and 5 assists for 16 points. Alex Delarmy has 7 and 6 for 13 points. And Alex has missed 2 playoff games so far, but he's back for good for the Akwesasne Thunder. Bladen Hops Thompson rounds out the top 5 with 6 and 7 for 13 points. River Porter has 6 and 5 for 11. Dean Fawther 5 and 5 for 10. And Marcus Thundercloud for 3 and 5 for 8. Karsten Mitchell, a transition player playing off the defensive end, comes in with 1 goal and 3 assists for 4. Ronan Oakes, another fine transition player, has 3 and 1 for 4. And Lily Winnow the Miracle 0 and 2 for 2 assists. That's the way it rounds out for the offense for the Thunder. Starting goaltenders for the Akwesasne Thunder is always going to be Xavier Delarmy. He has a save percentage of trying to find his save percentage here. He's got a save percentage of 8.64. He's 1-5. Goals against average of 5.72. He's made 171 saves over 5 games. Fisher Smart has played 1 game, and his goals against average is 3.75 and a save percentage of .875. He's given up 8 goals, or rather 7 goals, and made 8 saves. So that's the way it rounds out, ladies and gentlemen, for this series. Akwesasne have been in control most of the time. The only time that the Nepean Knights came close to the game was the first game here when the Thunder were leading in period number 1 by a score of 3-0, and the Nepean Knights came back and made it 3-2 by the end of the period number 2. But in the second period, the Thunder just took off and they wrapped up the game 10-7 with an explosive second period. Never looking back. A lot of good crowd on hand tonight so far. They're streaming into the Noah Lago Arena located here on Cornwall Island. Want to thank all of our listeners at on the YouTube channel, on our webpage. Thank you very much for your comments, and you can drop some comments down and we'll get to them later on in the evening. I thought I saw referee Garrison here. Looks like he's going to be one of the referees who's done a lot of games here at the Noah Lago Arena this year for the Akwesasne Thunder. And just for those who are listening out there, during the first intermission, we're going to have a sponsor shirt toss, 20 shirts, and then a quick speech from the representative and a banner raising to be determined. Period number 2, we're going to have a frisbee toss, door prize drawing, and 50-50 draw. A lot of good prizes for the 50-50, I mean rather for the door prize. We got 1 inflatable boat tube. That'll be drawing in the second intermission. 50-50 tickets and pull tabs are available in the lobby. I know some people are bringing their phones and listening on the live stream that we have, so check out their merchandise they have for sale. And the concession, the proceeds go to the fundraising of the Thunder for their away games for the playoffs. Next games, if we win, we'll have a 3rd round schedule on our social media once it's finalized. Next game, if we lose, will be July 11th at 7 p.m. in Nepean at the Howard Darwin Memorial Center. And if we lose that game, we'll be back here on July 13th at 8 p.m. if necessary. Now we'll go for all our sponsors and all of our fans for supporting the Akwesasne Junior B Thunder. We got to give a shout out to my man to the left of me, Osanadeka Mitchell, who does a very good job with the iPhone that we use to do the camera work, and he's also streaming pictures throughout the night on the web page as the game goes on. He does that in between periods. Good work by Olsen Adekan. We got a good message from Connie Stevens all the way up in Caledon. She wanted to thank us for our commentating and the camera work that we do here at the games. Y'all will go for that, Connie. Sit back, relax. Caledon, that's north of Brampton, Ontario. So they're watching from all over the place. They're watching in Quebec, watching in Ontario, and watching in New York State and all across Canada to watch this playoff series between the Akwesasne Thunder, who are rated the #1 team in Ontario Junior B lacrosse. I don't know what the standings are for overall in the Junior B League action across Canada, but I imagine the Akwesasne Thunder are right up there for sure. In the other East semifinal, Ganawage and Halton Hills are tied 1-1. Halton Hills chose to come down to Ganawage to play the 2 games there, and now there's 3 games back in Halton Hills. That 3rd game will be Friday night, and if there's a 4th game, there's going to be a 4th game. That's going to be Saturday night, and if there's a 5th game on Sunday afternoon, that'll be played in Halton Hills as well. Series is tied 1-1. Ganawage won the 1st game, and Halton Hills won the 2nd game, 11-9. And in that game, with the final 2 minutes, there was a bench penalty called to the Halton Hills team for making an illegal change, and what that resulted in was a penalty shot. And Owen Rice took that penalty shot, but he failed to score, which would have made it nice and interesting down the stretch with the final 2 minutes. And as it was, the Halton Hills walked away with an empty net goal, won 12-9.
Akwesasne Indians.
Oh,
It's been a while. And our Akwesasne Thunder.
who thinks it's going to be an all-native final?
It could be at T Brown _19 thinks it's going to be an all-native final in the East and West. In the West, though, St. Catharines pulled off an upset against the Six Nations team by a score of 11-9 the other night. So it could go either way. St. Catharines is a good lacrosse team. They've got a very good power play. So does Six Nations. So Six Nations is tough as well. Or T Brown _19 could be saying that it's going to be an all-native final for the East, Ganawage and Akwesasne. So we'll be waiting to see that. And of course, Akwesasne has beat Ganawage all 4 games that they played this year, 2 here at the arena and 2 in Ganawage. The 3 games that we played against them, the first 3 games were all very close competitions. 1 or 2 goal differences, and the last game that we played in Ganawage was a walk-away win for the Thunder. They won by 4 or 5 goals in that game in Ganawage. Now making their entrance out into the floor will be the Akwesasne Thunder. Now Tom can go ahead and say that. 4 minutes away from ball drop. Garrison is one of the referees here tonight. Always paired with Hallett. Hallett and Garrison, usually a good team, a good play calling, refereeing team. The arena slowly filling up, and it was raining all day here in Akwesasne. Thunderstorms, a heavy downpour, and made the humidity rise up here in the arena. But luckily I have my little fan here with me blowing cool air on me, Ostadeka. We've got some player changes for Nepean, but we'll have to wait until we get their roster. Virtually going to be the same lineup that they had before, except with a few changes. Trayson Mitchell would be starting for Akwesasne on the forward end of things. Marshall Brown, the face-off specialist, going against Wes Donnelly. Here we go, face-off for the start of this 3rd and pivotal game for the Thunder. They got control of the ball. They bring it down into the zone. There's a shot by Trayson Sunday. They went way wide of the net. Still got 20 seconds. Still not a lot of time to set it up. Thompson down to Sunday, trying to set a pick. Sunday now passes to coming off the bench is Fawthrop. Fawthrop backs his back over to Thompson. That's Delarmy with it. Delarmy down low. Passes cross side to Sunday. Sunday with an overhand shot that went wide over top of the net. And the ball is loose and nobody can get control of it. It's swept back into the crease area. I thought that went in by one of the Nepean players. But they'll come back out with the ball and they come into the offensive zone, looking to score the first goal. That's Collins Williams with it. On the far side to Willett. Willett passing down. Willett now with the ball. Willett now passes near side to Young. Young, the leading scorer. That's a shot, but he's met defensively there by the Thunder's defense. There's Young with it again, trying to come across the pick. There's a shot on net. He's trying to go far side low. Shot on net, and the Thunder will have the ball. Here's a long pass down to Karsten Mitchell, coming off the bench is River Porter, along with Alex Delarmy. Gives off to Barrero. Barrero now passes on the far side to Delarmy. Delarmy being watched there by Collins Williams. Delarmy scores the ground. He gets a shot in, and it's a good save there by Cox. As Delarmy stepped around that check. A flesh 30 seconds. Frothrop with it. Frothrop trying to come across the check, looking for the cutter from just out of Porter's reach, as Porter had to stop cutting and make sure he had the ball, but the Thunder are going to lose control of the ball. Barrero tried to one-handed and he missed it. Now coming down is going to be the Kajic with it. Kajic with a shot on goal, and Delarmy had to be sharp on that. The Thunder coming back into the offensive zone with a fresh 30 seconds. Picking it up is Thundercloud. Thundercloud on the right-hand side, coming down low, one-on-one. Pass to Sunday. Sunday trying to come across the pick at Kajic. Sunday comes in, goes low. Saved there by Cox. Picked up there by Kajic. Kajic with it now. Passes off to Donnelly. Donnelly will pass off to Delory. Delory with it. Waiting for his charges gone offensively along the half wall. Is going to be Marcus Kajic. Kajic with a shot on net. He was going to try to go behind the net. Here's another low shot that went wide. And the ball comes out almost to the restraining line, but the Thunder will pick it up. A 30-second violation, so the Thunder will have the ball. Picked up there by Delarmy at the center court area. Passes on the right-hand side to Thompson. Thompson now passes down low. Barrero with the shot. Passes over to Thompson. Thompson trying to get in close, but Collins Williams checks him on the outside. Here's a long shot. A good save there by goaltender Cox off the shoulder pad. The Thunder will regain the repossession of the ball. Now here's Thompson with a low shot, far side. Arm saved by goaltender Cox. Thunder have a fresh 30. That's 3 shots and 2 fresh 30-second clocks. Here's a pass down low. Failing to cut through is Marcus Thundercloud. And the ball goes into the Nepean box area. And the Thunder will enjoy another offensive possession. Trace Sunday waiting for the ball to come back out of the box area. For Nepean, they do, grudgingly. Sunday with it on the far side. Sunday trying to get across that kick there, he did, but he passes back out to Frothrop on the near side. Frothrop coming down the middle, passes on the far side to Hobbs Thompson. Hobbs Thompson works inside, shot high and went over top of the net. Picked up there by Porter. Porter passes down low to Frothrop, back to Porter. Porter down low, one-on-one. There's Marcus Thundercloud, jumps through the crease. There's a shot on net, and he collided with the goalie, but it'll be the Nepean ball. 16-13 remaining here in period number 1. No score in the play. Picked up by Nepean, and it'll come down into the offensive zone. Willett with it. Passes on the far side to Bell. Bell fakes a sidearm shot, trying to cross the pick from the wet set. Willett couldn't set a good enough pick, as stepping around that was the defense of the Thunder. Good defensive effort by Hill. Ball is loose. And the 30-second violation once again, as 2 times in a row the Thunder have held off the Nepean Knights with a 30-second violation. Picked up there by Thompson. Thompson now passes down to Frothrop. Frothrop on the half wall, but comes back out to the top to Sunday. Sunday passes to Thompson. Thompson passes to Barrero. Behind the net, they goes, oh! And they tried to do the slam dunk by Delarmy, but the goaltender Cox was wise to the trick there. And then trying to get it back down to the offensive zone was Collins Williams. He does it, coming in, there's a shot on goal. Oh, and a quick shot. Kajic coming, trying to go short side, but Delarmy made the arm save. And Nepean will enjoy another fresh 30 seconds as they regain control of the ball. Stevenson to Kajic. Kajic trying to pass down low to Demora. Demora looking for Stevenson. There's a shot on net. Saved there by Delarmy. Delarme passes the ball out to the offense, and they'll get going once again. No scoring here. 0-0. Shots on goal favor the Thunder 6-4. Here's a long shot. They score! Akwesasne Barrero with the goal. Making it 1-0 for the Thunder. Face off Donnelly and Brown. Here's the call.
Assist to number 83, Marcus Thundercloud. And number 33, Xavier Delorme.
Delorme gets us, the goaltender Delorme gets an assist.
22 seconds.
.5:22 the time of that goal. Delorme and Thundercloud pick up assists. Now here's another pass, a backhand shot on goal by Thompson. That goaltender Cox stopped with his stick. Thunder get the ball back around. There's a shot. Oh, and it just almost snuck through on the short side on goaltender Cox. Thompson trying to squeeze it in there, but Cox got a piece of it. Now Nepean comes down into the zone. In the far corner, they're going to try to work around the pick. They do, but it busted it in the near side to Young. Young trying to come off the pick. He does. There's a shot on goal, and he's flattened by the defense. Now here's a clear-cut break, 2-on-1. Here's a shot on goal. Coming off the stick of Kane Murphy. As he had a partial breakaway, trying to go far side. The ball is intercepted by the Thunder. In close, in tight. There's a shot on goal and a good save there by Cox. As trying to go down below in the 5-hole was Akwesasne Barrero. Now the action's picking up fast and furious here. There's a good stick check there by the defense of the Thunder. Will they regain control of the ball? The ball is being loose, picked up there by the Thunder. They pick it up. Good job there by the Thunder on the man down unit. And they come into the zone, down low. Passing far side to Delorme. Scoops around a check. Delorme shoots. Scores! Oh my, what a goal by Delorme. He stepped around the defender. He faked a low shot. The defender went for it. And Delorme just stepped right around him. Off the face-off. Thunder really now getting into this game. Here's a call.
Number 16, Alex Delorme. Assist to number 17, River Porter. And number 6.
They score! Akwesasne back on the scoreboard, 3-0 now. Bladen Hops Thompson with a laser shot from just outside the 25-foot circle. Fourteen shots on goal for the Thunder. They're really moving now. Going to be a goaltending change. McEwen did start, but we had Cox as the starting goaltender. It actually was McEwen. Now Cox will come in. Ryan McEwen will exit, and in will come Jacob Cox.
Assist to number 5, Dean Batra. Time goal, 7 minutes, 44 seconds.
7:44 the time of that goal. Coming back the other way, here's a pass off the stick of Kayazik that went way wide, so the Thunder will pick it up and come back into the offensive zone. Hops Thompson with it. Hops Thompson there, being watched by Monroe defensively, decided to pass off. to Sunday. Sunday passes to Porter. Porter, oh, he's trying to go far side, stick side on goaltender Cox. Cox being tested early, and Cox was up to the test. It was a good shot and a better save. There's a long shot, they score! Nepean gets on the board, making it 3-1. At 8:21, that goal coming at.
Nepean's goal was scored by number 14, John Bell. Assist to number 5, John Collins Williams. And number 31, Jacob Cox.
Cox gets an assist right away. Breaking down. Nepean trying to break down the middle, but that was thwarted by the defense of the Thunder. On the far side, we got Stevenson. Stevenson back out to Young. Young passes near side to Delory. Delory behind the net now comes back out to Young. Young trying to look for a shot on goal. He does get a shot. Goaltender Delory made the save. Picked up there by Chase Hill, but they call it backing in on the Thunder. So the ball will go back to Nepean. Young with it. Young passes far side on along the half wall to Bell. Bell with a long shot, trying to go low, and goaltender Delarmy made the save. Picked up by Brown in the net, or in the crease area rather. Brown picks it up, passes up to Delarmy. Delarmy tosses off to Sunday. Sunday down low into the corner to Fothrop. Fothrop passes back out to Barrero. Barrero now back to Fothrop over to Thompson. Now there's the pass inside, they score! Barrero takes the pass, coming through the seam, and he shot a low underhand shot on goaltender Cox, and the Thunder lead 4-0, 4-1 rather.
Thunder goal is scored by number 93, Akwesasne.
Barrero gets in a goal tonight. So far, he's got an assist already.
Number 16, Alex Delormier.
Barrero has
7, Thompson.
Hallelujah Thompson.
22 seconds.
And that's the second goal for Barrero. Thunder back on the offense. Not giving the defense a break for the Nepean Knights. Here's a long shot there by Thundercloud that went off one of the defenders of the Nepean Knights. There's a long pass coming down, intercepted by the defense of the Thunder. Good play there by, I believe it was Carter King. It was Taylor Mitchell that intercepted it. There's a shot on goal by goaltender, or rather by Tracy Sunday. Goaltender Cox makes it. Sunday goes from behind the net, and he scored! Cox was too slow getting up. And Sunday makes it 5-1. Brown and Donnelly in the face-off circle. Donnelly trying to win the draw. Here's the call.
Assisted by number 44, Bryson Sunday. Time goal 10 minutes 16 seconds.
Unassisted goal by Sunday, coming at 10-16. Coming back the other way, Thompson with it, trying to go one-on-one. There's a shot on goal. Nobody faked it. He's being watched there by Marcus Kiezek. Thundercloud with it, being checked on the play there by Monroe. There's a shot on goal. Cox makes the save. Picked up there by Jacob Kiezek. Kiezek now heads it down, and all failing to negotiate that pass was Marcus Kiezek. Kiezek into the corner, loses control, and the Thunder will take control of it. Carter King with it, passes up to Sunday. Sunday with it, being watched there by Collins Williams. Down low goes to Delarmy. Delarmy trying to come across the check and use the screen. Went into the corner, no shot on yet. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now there's a pass. Sunday lets this quick shot go, and goaltender Cox had to be aware of that. Nepean now breaking out, 8:28 remaining, 5-1 the score. Shots on goal favor the Thunder, 20-9. Looks like it's going to be a long night for Nepean Knights. here at the Enola Go Arena with a packed house to watch this game 3 of the Eastern semifinal. There's a shot on net that went wide off the stick of Young, picked up there by the Thunder. They'll come out of their own zone. Defensively, they'll hustle and it'll bring out the offense. Picked up there by Frothrop. Frothrop now down low. Passes back out to Delarmy. Delarmy trying to pass it down to River Porter. Had to go off the head of his stick. Ball goes loose, and it goes back out to the touched by the Nepean, so there won't be a backing out. Backing over rather. There's a long beat with 1 second left on the 30-second clock. So Nepean will have the ball. They break down into the zone, Nepean does. Marcus Kayazik passes over to Stevenson. Stevenson looking for someone. There's Stevenson with a return pass. Didn't get the shot off. Picked up there by Trace Hill. Trace Hill gives that Bladen Hobbs Thompson. Thompson with a long shot. He scores! Oh my, what a shot by Thompson. Hobbs Thompson with a nice goal there for the Thunder. He let a rocket go about thigh high on goaltender Cox. Cox never saw it. Coming at 13, 12, 40. There's the call.
Hobbs Thompson.
His second goal of the game. Collins Williams with a shot on goal. Trace Hill gets an assist on that.
12 minutes, 44 seconds.
The Thunder really pouring it on here in the first period. As the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, there was no scoring, and the Thunder have really taken off, leading 6-1. 21 shots on goal for the Thunder, only 10 for Nepean. There's a shot from the high side of the net. There's a shot coming off the side, off the stick of Delarmy, trying to go high into the far side, but the Thunder will regain with 30 seconds on the shot clock. There's a cross-handed shot by Barrero, and it went off the sideboards, and breaking down, trying to hustle, trying to get it is Cornell. Cornell with it, coming off with a shot. Angle is severe. Goaltender Delarmy cut it off. Coming back the other way. Here's Thompson with it. Thompson lets a shot go and hit a player in front. Picked up by Sunday. Sunday now looking to try to get around the speed, squeeze his way inside. Sunday does. It goes behind the net. Can't find anything to shoot at, so he'll hold up and pull up. Sunday on the far side, half wall. Back behind the net it goes. Who's going to have it? That's going to be Thompson with it. Rather, let's try Marcus Thundercloud. There's an overhand shot. Went off a player. There's a shot. They score! Teo Goleta Guerrero passed it over to Douglas Thompson. Coming at the 14-11 market. Goals are coming fast and furious for the Thunder. Number 7 makes it 7-1. Off the face-off. Here's the call. Picked up by McKinney. McKinney passes it off to Barrero.
Number 44, Trayson Sunday.
Trayson Sunday gets an assist.
17, River Porter.
Porter gets an assist as well.
14 minutes, 10 seconds.
Frothrop working down low, comes off the pick, nothing doing as the defense slid over to made him up. There's a backhand shot as the cutter came through. That was Thompson with it. A backhand shot or underhand shot, and that didn't go anywhere. They got a fresh 30, and the coaches are yelling to take your time with it. 5:13 remaining, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Thundercloud passes over to the far side to Thompson. Thompson back to Barrero. Barrero passes to the cutter. Thompson gets a shot off, but his stick was deflected there by Jacob Kayazik. And there's going to be a penalty coming up to the Thunder, I do believe.
Thunder penalty to number 7, Douglas Thompson.
Douglas Thompson gets the penalty for holding.
3 seconds.
15:03, he gets his sentence. Now the power play comes out for Nepean. They can sure use a goal, that's for sure. They're down by 6. Willett over to Young. Young down low, passing to Delory. Back to Young. Back on top it goes to Stevenson. Stevenson comes off the pick. Passes to Young. A shot on goal. Saved there by goaltender Delarmy. Nice movement by Nepean on the power play. They got the shot they wanted, but Delarmy got a piece of it and kept it out. Now the Thunder will come out. They've got 30 seconds to kill to this penalty to Thompson. Barrero being watched there by Hipwell. Barrero tosses it down into the corner, and picking it up defensively is going to be Perry with it. He'll pass it back up to his offense. Kiazik with it. Lost control of the ball. Sunday rather took the check instead of the loose ball. Sunday's very tenacious out there. He likes to give out those checks when and if he can. There's a shot on goal, and it went behind the net. And the ball will come back out to the, we got another penalty to the Thunder. It's going to be to Trayson Sunday.
Number 44, Trayson Sunday. 2 minutes for slashing and 16 minutes.
2 minutes for slashing. 16:03. Exactly a minute after Thompson's penalty. There's a sidearm shot going down the block. It was Luke Lazor with his leg. Playing part goalie there, back on to 5-on-3. But there's another shot there by Young. Goaltender Delarmy turned that aside with his left arm. 4-on-3 as they keep the fifth player back there for a loose ball. They shoot, they score! Colby Demora gets a goal, a power play marker for Nepean. That'll release a penalty to Thompson. 16:35, the time for that goal. Here's the goal.
Scored by number 9, Colby Demora. Assist number 88, Marcus Kiazik. Time 16 minutes.
Marcus Kiazik gets an assist on that. Stevenson with it. They will set it up at the top of the key. Passes down low on the far side for Demora. Demora now. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson passed down low to Delory. Now comes back to the goal scored. Demora, there's another shot. Oh, and that was stick coming off Young. That went off the defender's stick. He was going to go for the far side, but it was tipped by the defense. Picked up there by Trace Hill. Trace Hill has 8 seconds to get it out. Trying to look for someone to pass to. He does. They beat it over just in time. Barrero with it, passes down low to Fawthrop. Fawthrop back out to Delarmy. They're just going to rag the ball for as long as they can. On the far side, Thompson with it. Thompson trying to beat his man one-on-one. He goes in, dives, he shoots. No goal as he was in the crease, taking the goalie with him. And I think that should be a penalty when they fly through the crease like that and hit the goaltender. That should be a penalty for interference. But that's why I'm in the booth. 2:16 remaining, 18 seconds in the penalty of the Sunday. Nepean still on the power play, passing the ball around. Delory with it, passes a cutter. There's a shot in close, and goaltender Delarmy got a piece of that off the stick of Willett. Back to the front it goes. Willett with it on the side, passes back out to the front. Here's a quick stick shot. They score. No goal. Goes the other way. Nice try by Nepean to get that quick stick, but it hit the mesh behind the goaltender, not the mesh inside the net. So the Thunder are back even. 1:43 remaining here in this first period. Very good period for the Thunder, paving their way to win through the third game and move on to the East Final. Who will they be in that final? Winner of Halton Hills and Ganawage. Picked up there by Collins Williams. He throws the ball blindly down and picked up there coming off the bench. Well, Stevenson trying to get around the pick. He does. Stevenson knocked down. Ball is loose. Picked up by Willett with it. Willett now with overhand shot. There's a save there by goaltender Delarmy. Good save as he had to move to his right side with it, stick side. Willett picks it up. Here's a pass on a crease and a nice pass. Nice pass and a nice save. Nice shot. Delarmy makes the save. Last minute to play here in period number 1. 50 seconds remaining. Fawthrop with it, trying to come around a check. Passes over to Thompson. Thompson now to Barrero with a long shot. Goaltender Cox makes the save. Here's a long long lead pass coming out of the bench is going to be Demora. Demora with it, a goal scorer here for Nepean. Gets checked on a play by Trace Hill. Good play by Trace Hill. Here's a pass coming up. Let's check that. That's Bladen Hobbs-Thompson making that play. Gets a return pass. Thompson with a bounce shot to the right side of goaltender Cox that went into the stands. And that ball will come back out to the timeout, a hydration break for the goaltenders. All right, Nepean will call a timeout with 21.8 seconds left on the clock. Time to give a shout out for our sponsors while we got an opportunity on this timeout. Mohawk Duty Free, located at 77B in Deserano, Ontario. Akwesasne Mohawk Casino Resort. Can-Am Convenience, located here on 235 International Road. Red Fox Gas and Convenience, located on 23 Back Lane in Akwesasne. And Corner Convenience and More, located at 181 Park Avenue in Messina, New York. Sponsors for tonight's game, plus the Akwesasne Thunder organization. Stevenson with the ball as they pulled goaltender Cox. He'll have 6. Waiting for it to come down. Stevenson down the far side to Roulette. Back to Stevenson at top. Stevenson down low. Here's a pass to the far side. There's a shot on goal. Nothing doing as Delarmy picks it up and he's going to try to score as the ball goes down and the buzzer goes. And that'll do it for period number 1.
Time for period by Nepean 17 and the Thunder 25.
Shots on goal in that period favored the Akwesasne Thunder, 25-7. Scoring early with the Thunder. Check the first period out, scoring for you wise.
Fans, you're invited to stay in your seats as we will have some members of the Can-Am Warriors 1980 lacrosse team World Box Lacrosse Champions.
Wow, introducing the
members of the team
Can-Am Warrior lacrosse team from 1980.
On the floor shortly.
Akwesasne got on the board at 5:22, making it 1-0 was Teo Barrero with an assist going to Thundercloud and to Xavier Delarmy. Then at 6:53, making it 2-0, was a goal by Alex Delarmy with an assist going to River Porter. Making it 3-0 with a goal at 7:44 was Bladen Hobbs-Thompson with an assist going to Dean Fawthrop. Then Nepean squeezed a goal in there at 8:21, making it 3-1. That goal coming off the stick of Josh Bell with an assist going to John Collins Williams. Then at Thunder made it 4-1 with his second goal of the game. Teo Barrero scored with an assist going to Delarmy and an assist going to River Porter, or rather Degalunya Daga Thompson, making it 4-1. Then making it 5-1 at 10:16, an unassisted goal and a good solo effort by Tryson Sunday, making it 5-1. Then at 12:44, making it 6-1, was a goal by Bladen Hobbs-Thompson, his second of the period, with an assist going to Trace Hill. Then at 14:11, a goal from Degalunya Daga Thompson with an assist going to Sunday and Porter, making it 7-1. And then a power play goal scored by Nepean at 16:35, making it 7-2 with an assist on that goal. The goal scored by Colby Demora with an assist to Marcus Kayazik, making it 7-2.
Kids, if you could just wait a couple of minutes. Kids, if you could just wait, no more shots for a few more minutes. Okay? Thank you. No shots.
Good luck. Good luck, Tom.
The Can-Am Warriors were really envisioned as a team mostly from the Haudenosaunee nations, Six Nations, Akwesasne, Onondaga, Cattaraugus. We formed a team to compete in both Victoria, Nanaimo, and Vancouver for the championship game.
Larry King. Larry King is out there as well with Lewis Mitchell. Larry King, the inductee from the Akwesasne for the Ontario Lacrosse Hall of Fame. He'll be inducted in October.
Canada West.
Out there to the right is Ernie Mitchell, the great goaltender and professional Dave White, a standout at Brown University. I played against all of these guys, with and against them. Lewis Mitchell as well, lacrosse maker here in Akwesasne.
To pull together the players, but also the logistics of getting everybody out to Vancouver. We played a couple exhibition games, one in Cattaraugus, then we all flew out. I drove up. During the time that we played, trying to get together with all, because we had 6 players from North Shore, the Cowichan First Nation. The team started off slow, but then we beat Australia, we beat United States, we beat Canada East. We went up into the final game against Canada West. We lost 16-11, but boy, we showed them how to play lacrosse.
Oh yeah, they played a lot.
Part of the selection committee, I had the opportunity to select from their junior B and also senior B team, Ernie Mitchell, Dave White, Larry King, Louis Mitchell. We also had Steve Thomas. And here representing Steve is his family.
Steve Miller.
And of course we have Louis, Larry, Dave, and Ernie. Steve Miller.
Steve Miller, really a very good lacrosse player that came to play for Akwesasne back in the day. Tom Gullah Thomas is part of that. Larry King, Lewis Mitchell, Dave White, Peter Garrett, Ernie Mitchell from Akwesasne. On that team, the 1980 Can-Am Warriors, they were inducted to the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 2006, I do believe.
And it's hard to believe that it was 46 years ago.
46 years ago. That's a long time ago.
Guys did a tremendous job.
Peter Garrett did a great job of organizing that team.
And a style of play that I see it's even emulated today. So with the youth and with all the players that we see out here today, both men and women, boys and girls, they continue on the legacy of what lacrosse is all about. It is not only just playing the sport, but it's also family. And it's also epitomized a fair play that has to go with the skill of having a stick. The only problem I have right now is that, where's the hickory sticks? Thank you all.
I remember when Steve Miller came, I was playing with the Akwesasne Warriors, and Steve Miller showed up. He was the first time I've ever seen someone use a plastic head stick, and his color was neon green. And he ran the point on the power play for us, and anytime we needed a goal, we'd say, hey, it's Miller time, and Steve Miller would go out there, and he perfected this cross check. They didn't know what to do with this type of check. What would happen is that the player would get behind Steve Miller, and Steve Miller would take his fist on the bottom end of his stick and punch the player in the back and send them sprawling forward. Gullah Thomas perfected that as well, and later on they put that into the rule book as a punch check, which wasn't allowed, but for a long time those guys got to play with it. And back in those days, they played with wooden sticks. And back in that day of that lacrosse, back in the 80s, they played, you could cross-check anybody on the floor You didn't have to be the ball carrier. You could cross-check anybody on the floor, and then in later years they said you can only cross-check the ball carrier, and you had to push the other players. And then they changed it that you could
One more thing. This team was inducted into the North American Indigenous Athletes Hall of Fame, Oneida, Wisconsin, on May 30th. We're in Hall of Fames everywhere.
And then they shortened it down that you could only cross-check within the dotted line, and it had to be the ball carrier. And now, as you see, the play is gone. People use a lot of wooden sticks, plastic sticks with the shafts on it. And you don't see too many people playing the wooden sticks. You see that out west a little bit in the BC lacrosse leagues out there. Their defense play, especially in the Man Cup series, Senior A lacrosse, they use wooden sticks on defense.
Carter King has one today.
Pardon?
Carter King has one today.
Yeah, yep. We have some on our team that play with the wooden stick. Luke Lazor, one of them. Ryder Sunday, who hasn't played since his 4th game of the year. He had an injury. And like we've said all season long, people come in and replace you. Get hurt or you're out of the lineup for some reason, the Thunder just roll people in left and right. Sunday still waiting to get the clear-cut call from the rehabilitation specialist to get back on the floor. He also plays field lacrosse for the McGill University out of Montreal. So the North American Indigenous Hall of Fame has a new inductee as well. The Can-Am Warriors from 1980. Job well done, gentlemen. Well, welcome to period number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Off the face-off, controlled by the Thunder, and then loose ball, swatted away to Sunday. Sunday lets the ball go. Picked up, oh, there's a shot on goal by McKinney, and he tried to go far side. There's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a penalty coming up for the Akwesasne Thunder. Nepean will control the ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Goaltender's out. There's a long shot. It hit somebody in front of the net, and the Thunder will control. So Nepean will go on to power play.
Thunder penalty to number 13, Blake Thompson.
Stevenson will set up the power play.
41 seconds.
Hobbs Thompson for slashing. Stevenson will get it, going one-on-one on the weak side. Passes back out to Young. Shot on goal. And it hit somebody in front as there's only 14 seconds to go. Stevenson with a low shot. There's a save. And Thompson, the Army had to look behind him, but picking it up was the defense of Luke Lazor. Delarmy with it now, near side in the corner. 22 seconds on the shot clock. He'll try to kill as much time as they can. Nepean will let them sit out there because they know that they're going to get the ball back with about a minute left in the power play. Delarmy now going one-on-one with Collins Williams. Tries to do the swim move. Williams takes him, but there's a in the goal, in the crease. Definitely in the crease for sure. Now coming back the other way will be Nepean. Young with it. Passing back out to Bell. Bell to Demora. Demora to DeKizik. Back to Demora. Back to Bell to Young. Young has it once again. Now Bell has it. Backhand shot to Demora. Demora passes back over to Young. Here's a shot. Quick stick on the crease side. Picked up there by the Thunder and picked up there by Lazor. Lazor has it. Running down the sideline. In front of the Thunder bench. Still has control of the ball. being checked there by Hipwell. Now the ball is passed back over to Barrero, but it was intercepted by Kayazik. Here's a last shot, score, sidearm shot, score by Young. From about 27 feet out, he let a sidearm shot go that beat Delarmy to the short side.
Nepean's power play goal was scored by number 12, Gabriel Young. Assist to number 88, Marcus Kiazik. Time 2 minutes, 21 seconds.
2:21, the time of the goal. Kiazik picks up an assist. Now the Thunder coming back out, and there's Hops Thompson with the passes. Delarmy, a swim move, trying to get around the check. Delarmy with it, bounce shot, hit a player in front. And now Nepean will break out. Delory with it on the far side on the half wall, comes out to the top, looking for a pick, didn't get it. Passes down to Grant. Logan Grant with it. Grant now passes to the near side. Passes to Bell. Bell lets a sidearm shot. He scores! Nepean making a comeback of sorts. They scored the last 3 goals. They scored a power play to start this second period.
Nepean's goal was scored by number 14, Josh Bell.
Bell gets credit for the goal.
Number 7, Logan Grant. And number 21, Cooper Delory.
Delory gets a shot. There's a shot on net. Oh, and I almost looked like I had some room there on the short side on Delarmy. Now the Thunder will come back out. It's only a 3-goal game now, as Nepean has scored 3 straight goals, going back to the second period, or rather the end of the first period. Here's a pass coming in, a backhand shot to the cutter, and that was stopped by Cox. Coming back the other way on the far side is Young with it. Young near side, or rather the far side, half wall, comes back out of the top. Now to the near side, half wall coming to Stevenson. Stevenson coming out, moving off that check off of Kane. Murphy was Willette. Now Willette turns around, takes a swipe at Kane, comes back out to Demoria. Demoria and Murphy hits him. Demoria with a 1 shot on the shot clock. Violation against Nepean. And the Thunder will take control of the ball. 7-4 in this third game. Thunder lead 2-0. 15:51 remaining here in period number 2. Thunder have yet to score in this period, and Nepean has scored twice to cut the lead to 3 goals. There's a shot by Sunday that went off the leg of the defender. It comes all the way down into the zone. That came off the leg of Landon Clark. Now Young on the far side. Young tries to get around a check there. Here's a backhand pass along the crease. Nice sharp pass to Bell. Bell controls it, but picking it up is going to be Delory with it. Delory back out to the front to Willette. Willette lets a shot go off the stick of Bell, rather. He passed over to Bell, and Bell let a shot go. Stopped there by the Thunder, by the goaltender Delarmy. The Thunder will pick it up. Coming back out is going to be Delarmy with it, passing down to Thompson. Thompson down low, takes a slash. Thompson works off the pick, throws it up on top. Where's the cutters are coming through. Back out to Thompson on the far side. Goes around the pick and hits a shot. Shot on goal, so it'll be at 30 seconds. Should be at full for 30 seconds. They wind it up. Thompson with it, walks in. And there's a nice shot on goal, but it was deflected by Collins Williams. Good defensive play. As Thompson had a wide lane to walk in on goaltender Cox, but Collins Williams got his stick in there. Now Nepean looking to make it a 2-goal game. They've got some energy off those 2 goals. Grant with it, trying to pass down low. He does. To Demora. Demora comes around to check. There's a shot on goal low. Stopped by Delarmy. Delarmy has it in his crease. Thunder will change up on the play. Coming out to pick it up is Tracy Sunday. Sunday will wait for River Porter to come out. So does Barrero. Down low in the near side in the corner is going to be Delarmy. Delarmy passes back down to Thompson. Thompson on the far side to Porter. Porter passes down to Barrero. Back outside to Thompson. Being watched there defensively by Perry. Here's a try to pass it back behind the net. The ball came loose. and Nepean will have control of it. Houlihan with it. Passes on the far side to Young with a far shot, trying to catch Delarmy sleeping. And that's where Young scored from earlier in the period. On that far side. 13:39 remaining here, 13:30 rather. Picked up there by Porter. Now he'll scoot down the middle looking for a return pass. He was open for a minute, but he didn't get the pass. Now here's a pass kicked off. And now breaking down is going to be Collins Williams. Coming out of the bench is going to be Thunder's defense. And there's a save on, nice good save there by Delarmy. Now the Thunder, Tracy Sunday on offense. Passes behind the net. Delarmy opts to pass back out to Sunday. Sunday fakes a shot, does a swim move, tries a sardine shot. Didn't go anywhere, so it'll be back and over. Now Young will have it for Nepean. There's a cutter coming down. There's a shot on goal. Good play there by Josh Bell as he found the seam and he took a pass from Young. He got a shot away, but Delarmy was tough to the task. Good shot and a better save. Now Delarmy with it at the center court area. Passes down low to Thompson. Thompson one-on-one. Passes to the crease side, and Barrero can't control it. And he does a slash on the checker over there. And that was Big Cornell, lost control of the ball. Picked up there, now here's Delarmy in alone. Delarmy shoots, and there's a shot on goal as Delarmy crossed through the crease, but no crease violation. Cox made the save as Delarmy got the shot off low. Now Nepean really showing some really good stamina to come back and fortitude as they were down by 6 goals. Now they've made it 7-4. Here's DeMora with it, passing over to Young. Young being watched defensively. There's a shot on goal, picked up by Hill. Hill trying to look for someone down deep. And he does pass it to Sunday. Sunday coming in and works around the pick. Shot, scores!
My scoreboard on here disconnected. I can't update them on the score right now.
Yeah.
It's still happening.
Okay, it's 8-4 right now, the score for the Thunder. That goal coming off the stick of Tracy Sunday. Here's a call.
Number 24, Tracy Sunday.
Here's the offense again. There's Thompson with a shot. Here's another rebound. Trace Hill gets an assist on the goal.
The goal, 18 minutes, 18 seconds.
8-18 is the goaltender. Cox took a shot to the neck area. He's shaken up a bit. And Hallett making sure that he's okay, and Cox just waves to the bench saying, I'm okay, but he's made some good saves to keep this team close. 7-4, 8-4 rather. $11:13 remaining. Shots on goal favor the Thunder, 35-26. Young with it. Young behind the net, trying to get a return pass as it was a give and go, but DeMora couldn't make the pass. Coming in as Willett. Willett is checked on the play. Nicely by the defense of Star Blanket. And Fawthrop. Thunder coming back down into their own zone. Picked up by Sunday. Sunday now passing back out to Fawthrop. Fawthrop now. Fawthrop on the far side. Coming off the half wall was Porter. Where's Barrero with a shot? Went off the stick. And the ball will come back out, but touched by Nepean. And coming out is Murphy to pick it up for the Thunder. He's just going to throw it down the floor, but he didn't. Lost control of it. Now here's a pass down low that failed to connect. Had that pass from Young got over to Kayazik, he was in all alone, but he failed to negotiate the pass as it was a little bit out of his range. 19 seconds on the shot clock for Nepean. Murphy out there with some defense, along with Trace, or rather Bladen Hobbs-Thompson. Hobbs-Thompson defensively for the Thunder. He's checked from behind. Pressures his man down. There's a shot on goal. In close by Stevenson. And Delarmy makes the save. Now Trace Hill with it. Does a move on the defender. And he passes down to Thundercloud. Thundercloud passes down low. Pass it to Delarmy. Delarmy back to Thompson. Back to Thompson in front. Scores! Oh, what a beautiful give and go! Delarmy and Thompson. That goal coming at 10:14, and I believe
Thunder goal.
Here's the call.
By number 7, Thompson. Assist number 16, Alex Delormier. And number 93, the Akwesasne
Barrero and Delarmy get an assist on the play. They shoot, they score! Oh, Clayton Hops Thompson with his 3rd goal of the game. Seconds after Degaluya Thompson made it 9-4. Hops Thompson makes it 10-4, 3 straight goals in a little over 2 minutes. Here's the call.
Number 13, Clayton Hops Thompson. Assist to number 21, Marshall Brown.
Brown gets an assist.
10 minutes, 34 seconds.
Hops Thompson with his 3rd of the game in the face-off circle. Brown the main assist on it. Going up against Donnelly. There's a violation against Brown, and Nepean will take control of the ball. Rather, violation against Nepean. Thunder will take control of the ball. 9:19 remaining. 10-4 for the Thunder. Hops Thompson tries to pass for a breaking Delarmy on that side, or rather Foster. Couldn't quite control it. Now coming back the other way. Nepean comes in with 3. There's a shot on one high over the net off the stick of Young. And the Thunder bring it back down to the zone, and Thompson, or rather Sunday, will pull up. Lets Delarmy come out. Barrero's out there. Thompson as well. Comes back out to Porter. Porter passes over to Barrero. Barrero looking down low. Now he passes it to Thompson with a sidearm shot that went off a stick. Comes back out to the center court here, backing over. And the Thunder will relinquish control of the ball to the Nepean Knights. 3rd game of the Eastern Ontario semifinal Ontario Junior Lacrosse League play. Thunder up 2-0. This could be a series-ending win tonight for the Thunder. Send them into the final. Nepean on the offense. We led with it. Being checked here tenaciously by Star Blanket. And a good job by the defense. Breaking out. Karsten Mitchell, one-on-one, breaks through. Oh! And he's given a stiff check up near the neck area by Marcus Kiesik. Maybe that should be a penalty shot. Should be a penalty shot, but it's only holding. Thunder will go on the power play, their 1st of the night. Tristan Sunday will set it up. He'll be the point man.
Nepean's penalty to number 88, Marcus Kiesik. 2 minutes for holding and 11 minutes, 46 seconds.
Out there as well as Frothrop and Delarmy with it now. Back to Sunday, over to Barrero. Barrero back to Sunday. There's the cutter, Thompson coming in. There's a shot. Oh, and a good save there by Cox. Arm save, stick side. There should be a fresh 30. They do get it. Thunder now, defensively. Jacob Kiesik's out there. Collins Williams up on top. There's a pass coming in. They score! Power play goal for the Thunder. Coming at 12:16.
Thunder's
Here's the call.
Power play goal was scored by number 5, Dean Bachra. Assist number 93 to Akwesasne Barrero. And number 44, Tristan Sunday.
Sunday and Barrero get an assist on Dean Fothrop's goal. Coming at 12:16, making it 11-4. Thunder on the offense again. There's a long shot right into the belly pad of goaltender Cox. He didn't even have to move. And Nepean will control coming into their own zone. They throw the ball away. That's just indicative of how things have been going for Nepean in this game. They got as close as 3-1 and got back to 7-4, but the Thunder have reeled off 4 straight goals to make it 11-4. 7:10 remaining here in period number 2. Dennis Shosey along with Osanadeka Mitchell, the cameraman, bringing you the play-by-play. Hops Thompson tries to do a swim move, throws it over top of the net. Good check there defensively by Phoenix Houlihan on Hops Thompson. So to go back the other way for Nepean Knights as they break out of their own zone and come into the Thunder zone. Collins Williams with it, passes back out to Logan Grant. He takes a shot. Saved there by Delarmy. Delarmy will pass out to Kane Murphy. Murphy with it now. Gives it up and goes into the defensive end of the bench. And picked up there by Delarmy. Delarmy is Marcus Thundercloud. Thundercloud now passes into the corner for Barrero. He missed it, played it off the boards. Barrero now to Sunday. Sunday in close, and there was a turnaround shot off the stick of Thundercloud, but defensively, Perry was there to block it. There's a shot. And they think that goal was, that looked like it was a goal. Everybody's raising their hands, but I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't hear it hit anything either. Or there could have been a penalty as well. But there was a shot on net. Nepean comes back with it. In behind the net, they're going to try to go. Here's the cutter coming down the middle. No pass. As a Bustum now picked up by DeMora. 5 seconds left. Intercepted by the Thunder. And there's going to be an interference on defense. And Luke Lazor getting spoken to back there as he interfered with the Nepean player. That was Josh Bell, and he gave him a good stiff check just for good measure with the Woody. And I can bet you bottom dollar Bell felt that. Bell with it now. Lazor coming back out to meet him. There's a long shot that went off the boards, and the Thunder will pick it up on offense. Picking it up is McKinney. McKinney with it for the Thunder. McKinney, who came over from the Green Gales, now gives it to Thundercloud. Thundercloud passes over to a breaking Sunday. Passes back down to Delarmy. Delarmy with it. Passes to the far side. Half wall, coming off the half wall. Passing it in close and not ready for the pass down low was Falthrop. Oh, and he took a shot right to the chin area. Falthrop did as he was trying to make his way back to the bench. No call on the play. And they're letting them play lacrosse tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Letting them get away with some good cross checks and some penalties that should have been called on both sides. Now the Thunder pick it up. Good stick check there defensively by the Thunder's Taylor Mitchell. Taylor Mitchell with a sidearm shot off the front foot, and it goes wild. And Nepean will pick it up. Good job there by Mitchell defensively. Logan Grant with it. Passes down to Kayazik. Kayazik back to Grant. Grant with it, passes down low on the near side over the Bell. Bell does a swim check. In behind the net it goes. Here's the cutter coming off the weak side. Picks it up and picked up there by Young. Young being really tenaciously checked there by Star Blanket. Goes down and it's a shot on net. Good job there by Star Blanket defensively by the Thunder. To stay on his man, good job. Now the Thunder come back out. Porter with it at the center court area. Passes down along the half wall, near side to Delarmy. Back out top to Sunday. Sunday on the far side to Barrero. Barrero now looking for someone to pass to. Barrero trying to wind up. He does, as he does a twister. And goaltender Cox made the save inside of his equipment somewhere. And Young will bring rather steep. Check that. That's Clark bringing it up. Now he'll go off. Backed out to a long shot by Bell. Went off one of the backs of the Thunder players. Goes into the mesh. 3:39 remaining. 11-4 to score. Shots on goal favor the Thunder. 42-28. For a while, it looked like Nepean was getting back in this game. 7-4 early in the second period. And then the Thunder reeled off 1, 2, 3, 4 straight goals, making it 11-4. The Thunder defensively, Delarmy let his man go. There's a long shot by Young, and goaltender Delarmy Xavier makes the save. Backed up to Delarmy. Alex coming into the zone. He'll stay out there as he played defense earlier. Here's a pass down to Sunday. Sunday with a sidearm shot. Goaltender Cox makes the save, picked up there by Collins Williams, and Nepean will work back the other way. Pass down along the glass, over to Logan Grant. Grant comes out, he's being met there by Star Blanket. Star Blanket, a very tenacious defender, forces him to pass the ball down low to the near side to Demora. Demora behind the net to Bell. Bell trying to come across, a shot on goal, and he tried to catch the far side, but goaltender Delamy got a piece of it. And a violation on the Thunder, and the ball will go back to the Nepean Knights. Young near his bench on the far side. Passes back out to Stevenson. Stevenson passing down low to Demora. And there's going to be a penalty. Coming up to the Akwesasne Thunder. Luke Lazard. A 5-minute major for slashing and a 2-minute major, a 2-minute minor for slashing. So 7 minutes altogether for Luke Lazar. 5-minute major for slashing. What an opportunity for the Nepean Knights to get right back in this game. Stevenson up on top, he'll control on the far side to Young. Stevenson with a shot. Let's check that, that's Douglas Thompson. Douglas Thompson gets the penalty. I thought it was Luke Lazar. My mistake on that. So the Thunder will have to kill off a 5-minute major and a 2-minute minor. 7 minutes altogether. Douglas Thompson playing with the wooden stick out there. That's why I thought it was Luke Thompson. Delamy with it. They're going to try to kill as much as they can. Barrero with it. Barrero lets a long shot go, and an arm save by goaltender Cox. Went into the mesh, and his ball will revert back to the Thunder. Porter gets it. Big, strong kid, this Porter. He can handle a check and carry the ball one-on-one. And Nepean's just going to rest up their guys on defense and let them toss the ball around. Hopefully not give up a good scoring opportunity, and hope to get the ball back on offense on this 7-minute major and counting for the Thunders. Douglas Thompson. There's a shot on that went wide, and now Nepean will go back on the offense with a 5:44 remaining in the 7-minute penalty. 38 seconds to the 2 minutes and 5 minutes for the major. Last minute to play here in period number 2.
Last minute to play in the second period.
Young with it now, over to Bell. Bell walks around a pick and it goes behind the net. They try to throw it off the back of goaltender Delamy with Jacob Kajazik behind the net, or rather Willette with it behind the net. Tried to throw it off the back of Delamy, but Delamy would have none of it. Picked up there by Hops Thompson. He'll throw it into the corner with 38 seconds remaining here in period number 2. And a 5-minute major now going to be killed by the Thunder. Thompson in the sin bin. He had 5 minutes for slashing, a major, and then 2-minute minor for slashing. And the Thunder still have control of the ball. Delamy with it, with a shot as he's falling down. And the 30-second shot clock goes with 17.7 seconds remaining here in period number 2. The Thunder, Logan Grant with it as Kane Murphy tried to steal the ball. Now here's Demora with it. He can't control it. Has to come way back out to almost center court. Pass down low. That's 5 seconds remaining. There's a shot on goal. And goaltender Delamy makes the save. And that'll be it for period number 2.
So the second period by Nepean 13 for a 2-period total of 30. And the Thunder 19 for a 2-period total of 44. Once the
19 to 13.
Cleared the playing surface.
Shots on goal.
Frisbee toss.
Scoring in that period at 16:35, making it rather 2:21, making it 7-3. A power play marker scored by Gabe Young of the Nepean Knights with an assist going to Marcus Kiazik at 16:35. Then at 2:21, another power play goal scored by Gabe Young, by 14, Josh Bell. Assist on the play to number 7, Logan Grant, and to Cooper Delory, making it 7-4. That's as close as they would get as the Thunder reeled off 4 straight goals, starting at 8:18. Scoring was Tryson Sunday with his second of the game, with an assist going to Trace Hill. And then at 10:14,
Get your frisbee closest to
10-14, Degalunya Adage Thompson scored with an assist going to Alan Stillarmy and to Teguileta Barrero, making it 9-4. Then 20 seconds later at 10:34, scoring his third goal of the game was Bladen Hobbs Thompson with an assist going to 21, Marcus Brown at 10:34, making it 10-4. Then at 12:16, scoring the 11th goal, a power play goal, was Dean Frothrop with an assist going to Barrero and to Sunday, making it 12-16, and that's the final score, 11-4. That's the way it would end, and we'll see you at the end of the start of the third period. But first, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors for bringing you this game.
Number 93.
Give you a rundown on it.
93, report to the frisbee table to claim your prize.
Mohawk Duty Free, located at 77B Deserano, Ontario in Thayendanegea. Find them online at mohawkdutyfree.ca. On Facebook or Instagram, Mohawk Duty Free, or call 613-396-2753 for more information. That's Mohawk Duty Free at 613-396-2753. For more information, Akwesasne Mohawk Casino, located on 873 State Route 37 in Akwesasne, New York. Find them on Facebook, the Akwesasne Mohawk Casino. Find them on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Mohawk Casino, all one word. Plan your next visit and have play for fun at their website. Play and fun, have fun at their website at mohawkcasino.com. Can-Am Convenience, located at 235 International Road, Gawanoga, Akwesasne, Cornwall Island. For more information, visit their website at canamcstore.ca, Facebook and Instagram at Can-Am Convenience, or call 343-867-5081, 343-867-5081. They have a lot of lacrosse merchandise of the Senior B President's Cup champion, the Snake Island Muskies. Red Fox Gas and Convenience, located on 23 Johnny Mac Lane here in Akwesasne. Find them on Facebook at Red Fox Gas, or call 518-358-3100. That's 518-358-3100 on the U.S. portion of Akwesasne. Corner Convenience and More, located at 181 Park Avenue, Messina, New York. Find them at Facebook at Corner Convenience and More, or call 315-705-4070. Now that's Corner Convenience and More, located at 315-705-4070. Now we'll go for all of our sponsors to making this broadcast become a reality for those listening and watching on the YouTube webpage for the Akwesasne Thunder. Right now, the Thunder are in a very comfortable lead. Looks like they're going to be the going to the East Final. They will take on the winner of the Halton Hills Ganawage game. That'll be the series, rather. They go on Friday night in Halton Hills, game number 3. That series is tied 1-1. And the winner will face off against the Thunder. And a lot of people are hoping that Ganawage will win that series, so it'll be a Ganawage and Akwesasne East final, which will really pack both arenas. And I don't know if we'll be able to broadcast or not down in the Ganawage Sportsplex if that becomes a reality, but we'll cross that road when we get to it. In the West, we have the Guelph Regals and the Orangeville Northmen playing, and the Six Nations and St. Catharines. St. Catharines pulled off an 11-9 win the other night at the ILA Arena in Six Nations with an 11-9 win. And so that series is tied 1-1. Next game goes tomorrow night in St. Catharines. So that's a wrap up for period number 2. We'll see you back here at the start of the period number 3. Reporting for Akwesasne Thunder Lacrosse, Dennis Shosey with Osanadeka Mitchell, the cameraman for the YouTube presentation. Yamako. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this, just about 2 minutes away from the start of period number 3. Want to give a shout out to the good luck to the Akwesasne Storm U17s and U15s playing this weekend at the A qualifiers in Orangeville. Just got that in from Randy Barrero, the mother of Captain Tegualata Barrero. And Jalasa Barrero's probably on his way up there as well. Glad you're watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the show. Enjoy the game. We're trying to do our best here. Now we'll go for all your comments. Evansmar 3604. What's the score? The score is 11-4. We lost our scoreboard there on our live stream, but it's back. So we got that going for us. Longboat forever. The Woodies are used for the medicine game of healing. The real pro game where the pay is some mush and cookies. Yummy and a thumbs up, he says. That was back in the day. Playing in the Onondaga Dust Bowl and on the Seneca territory and the outside rinks for sure. And the one in Hogansburg a long time ago. Outdoor rink, outdoor box. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for providing us with some comments. Glad you enjoyed the show. Waiting for the teams to come back out.
Hey, Orangeville Northman just got his out.
Yes. North, what is that? Orangeville? Orangeville's on the stream. Let's welcome to the game. All right, we go back, ladies and gentlemen. Off the face-off. Check from behind by the Thunder's Hops Thompson. And Nepean will have the ball on the far side, and they got a power play. They got 4:22 remaining in the major penalty to Degalunya Daga Thompson. Stevenson with it. Passes over to Demora. Demora winding up, fakes the shot. Young with this cutter coming through, and he had Kayazik and he shot it wide. Demora with it now. Down low, there's a sidearm shot on goal and stopped by Delarmy. Now coming down is Fothrop with it. No, he goes right through the middle. Fothrop trying to take up some space, clear up some space. And the ball comes back up, and he's checked by, oh boy, there's a good stiff check there by that defenseman Clark. Really going after Fothrop. Good old-fashioned lacrosse there, good cross-checking. Sunday with it now to Delarmy. Loses control of it. Picked up and he tripped the player. That should have been a penalty, but he wasn't called for. Now it's back to Delarmy. And Delarmy has it, peels away. Down on the half wall he goes, and he's checked there nicely by Mark Monroe. Delarmy will go behind the net. Got to be careful of him. He'll jump behind the net and slam dunk it. Now Sunday on the far side. 3:15 remaining in the major to Thompson. Sunday with it. Trying to beat his man. He does. Sunday tries to bounce it short side. And it went into the crowd and hit somebody, but it looked like a little kid. Looks like he's all say. You got to be watching. You got to watch that, ladies and gentlemen. Got to watch that ball fly. Does some strange things. Picked up there by Sunday. Being watched by Colin Williams. Picked up by Fothrop near side, top high. Passing over to Sunday. Sunday now one-on-one with Houlihan. Houlihan takes him down low. Sunday now trying to come around the pick. Passes it back to Delarmy. Give and go, and now it's going to be a break. Breakaway. Coming down for Clark. He passes off. There's a shot on goal off Kayazik's stick. And goaltender Delarmy saved it. I guess Clark didn't trust himself for shooting. He had a clear path to go down, and Sunday passes down to, rather the pass comes over to Barrero, back to Thundercloud. Thundercloud waits for Sunday to come out. 2:21 remaining, 17:48 remaining here in period number 3. Thunder leading 11-4. Thundercloud is going to set a pick, and there's a long shot. Let the shot go, and goaltender Cox saw it all the way. Made the arm save on the left side. Willette has it, passes it off to Bell. Bell with it will be the top of the key for this power play. Over to Young, back to Delory. Delory back to Young. Back to Bell. Bell being watched by Hops Thompson. There's a sidearm shot. And Delarmy was going one way, the ball went the other way, and it happened to hit his leg on the left side. Sometimes you got to be lucky to be good. Kane Murphy with it. Coming down, being watched by Collins Murphy. Hayne Murphy goes behind the net. Collins Murphy watching him. Murphy with it will rag the ball. He from the Windsor team came over to join the Thunder. Murphy now working his way in. Will he get a shot off? No, he's going to try to rag the ball. And he tries to jump in behind the net. And he's cross-checked there. Good stiff check. Cross-checked there by Ryan Perry. And now the Thunder will look to kill the remaining 1:08 remaining in the penalty to Thompson. Who's got the ball? Who's got the ball? Stevenson has it over to Young near side top. Down in the crease it goes to Delory. Back on top it goes to Stevenson. Stevenson looks for a shot and hit a body in front. And Young trying to get it up, trying to get it away from Lazor. Lazor picks it up. Passes the ball on the right-hand side over the center court line. And the Thunder will control. 41 seconds remaining. They've killed almost 7 minutes of penalty to the Digalunya Dog at Thompson. 5 for slashing and 2 for slashing. There's a fake out by Tracy. Sunday goes around the defense. Sunday loses control of the ball. Good stiff check there on defensively by Cooper Delorier. Now coming back out was the power play with 14 seconds remaining. Bell with it, passes over to Willett. Willett comes around the pick, lets the shot go high, missed the mark, picking it up as Grant. Logan Grant with it, passes back out, one-handed by Willett, comes in, tries a quick hand the shot, but it got off the stick and went into the corner. 4 seconds remaining. Here's a quick stick, and it just failed to click as Young got stick checked there by Hobbs Thompson down in the crease. Thunder will take control of the ball. Picked up there by Fawthrop. Fawthrop down low. Thunder in control of this game for sure. They're going to look to go to the East Final and remain their unbeaten streak. 20-0 in regular season, 5-0 in the playoffs. Going to make it 6-0, 26 overall. There's a shot wide. There's a rebound off the stick of Thompson as he took that shot. Bounced off the glass, off the backboards rather, of Delarmy. Goaltender Cox made the save. Nepean comes back onto the zone along the half ball on the far side. DeMora with it. DeMora passes cross court to Delory. Delory can't control it. And there's a long lead pass coming up to Karsten Mitchell. And they're going to try the old hidden ball trick. And Nepean caught that on real easily. Fawthrop with it at the top of the key. Now he'll pass it out to Porter. Porter passes back over to Thundercloud, a rather easy shot that goaltender Cox saw all the way. Coming back into the zone, it's Kayazik with a backhand pass to Willett. Willett being checked on the play there by Mitchell. Took the pick and worked out a real nice off Kayazik. Willett with it now. Passes far side to Young. A shot, low shot, sidearm, saved. Delarmy picked up by Trace Hill. Trace Hill has it. He's checked on the play. He'll leave it rolling there for Thompson. Thompson gives it for Barrero. Barrero faked he had it. Back to Barrero down low. There's the check. There's a pick rather, and Barrero used it to take a shot, but goaltender Cox saw it all the way. A fresh 30 seconds there for the Thunder. Digalunya Barrero, or rather Digalunya Thompson out there for the first time in since the second period, since he initiated that 7-minute penalty. 13-17 remaining, 49 shots for the Thunder, 34 in the Nepean. The score is 11-4. Ball's in the corner, and a mix of players in the corner, and Thundercloud falls down, and falling over top of him was Emmett St. Louis. Now Young with it in the offensive zone of the Thunder, being checked there defensively by Luke Lazor with the Woody. Put a nice two-handed slash in the hand area. And the Thunder will regain control. They come into the zone, and that's going to be River Porter with it with 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Sunday has to go off the top of his stick, being watched over there by Donnelly. Donnelly let Sunday shoot, went off the shoulder pad of goaltender Cox. Many thanks to our sponsors, Corner Convenience and More, Mohawk Duty Free, Akwesasne Mohawk Casino, Can-Am Convenience, and Red Fox Gas and Convenience. Back to the play at hand. Back out top it goes to Barrero with a shot. Picks up his rebound off the glass, shoots, scores! to the Thunder. Akwesasne Barrero with his third of the game to go along with one helper. 12-4 the score. That coming at 7:44.
Thunder goal.
Here's the call.
Number 93, Akwesasne Barrero. Assist to number 17, River Porter. And number 16, Alex
Delarmy and Porter pick up the assist. Now here's Trace Hill trying to do a cross-handed shot going to the far side. Went wide. And now coming down is Cornell with it. Cornell trying to get across to Kane Murphy. Throws it out in front. Nice play. The pass coming out to Collins Williams. And a good save there. A good shot, but a better save by goaltender Delarmy. There's another shot that went wide. And that's going to come into the bench of the Thunder. And they'll regain control. 11:31 remaining here in period number 3. 12 to score. 12-4 the score rather. Only one goal in that period coming off the stick of Barrero earlier. Now here's Thompson trying to work off the pick. Thompson a backhand shot. Goaltender Cox makes the save. And Donnelly pulls up and gives it to the offensive stream of players coming out of the bench. Picked up by Demora. Demora back to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Demora along the half wall. Pass over to Young. Here's a cutter coming through, and it's picked off there by the defense of the Thunder. That was Hobbs Thompson that picked it off. Now he'll give it up to Trace Hill. Trace Hill moves in on the offense. Passes back over to Mitchell with a shot. Oh, or rather, Landon Dupuis David with the shot. And the defense get a chance on offense. As Coach Llewellyn Mitchell giving his Chargers a chance at the offensive thrust, the defensive players. Now comes back into the zone. Thank you, Ona Sadeka, with that call. Couldn't read the numbers off those those retro jerseys that they're wearing from the Thunder team from 1995 and 1997, the President's Cup champions. There's a shot on goal. There's going to be a penalty. And there's another shot picked up there by Delarmy, but there's going to be a penalty coming up to the Thunder.
10-13 winning ticket numbers for the door prize 320-2598. That's a red ticket. 320-2598. And for the 50-50 draw worth $830 tonight, 917497.
There's a shot on goal off the power play coming off the stick of Stevenson. Jack, the 50-50 is over $800 tonight. Really good 50-50. Winner walking home with $818 plus. 9:50 now, under 10 minutes to play. Thunder are in control of this game. Looks like they're going to go to the East Final for sure. Never in doubt. The closest Nepeans come with a 3-1 in the first period and 7-4 in the second. And now breaking down is Demoria, rather Cornell. Nice chip. Taylor Mitchell gets a penalty. 2 minutes for illegal cross check. And coming down is going to be big Luke Lazor. Lazor with it, pulls up. He gives it to Thundercloud. Thundercloud trying to rag off as much as he can off that 30-second clock. 56 seconds remaining in the penalty to Mitchell. In behind the net, a stiff check there by Gabe Young, or rather checked at by Houlihan, Phoenix Houlihan. Dropped one of the Thunder players behind the net. Still at it. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of fisticuffs. Nepean is going to try to get some good shots in there. Good stiff lacrosse. That's what it's all about. You got to be able to handle that stiff check every now and then for sure. This ain't tiddlywinks you're playing, or field lacrosse for that matter, or FIFA soccer, where those guys get hit and they think they got hit with a wooden stick in their knees. Now back to the Thunder. They come into the offensive zone. Picked up there by Porter, 8:31 remaining. Thunder well under control, 12-4. what's in doubt of who's going to be their finalists for the East Final. Will it be Ganawagi or will it be Halton Hills? There's a shot that went off the back of somebody in front of the net. A lot of players crowding up in front of goaltender Cox. Never made it through. Coming off the bench, Josh Bell will get it for Nepean. Bell will leave it there for Willette. Bell goes down low. Stevenson up high, tries to set the pick. Here comes back out to Grant. Grant trying to get the cutter. Bell couldn't control it. Now it's back to Grant, back to Stevenson. Fakes a shot, tries to get a pass off. Hit a stick, deflected. Picked up there by Logan. Grant took a shot as the shot clock is winding down. And the Thunder will control coming into the offensive zone. Porter with it on the near side down low. He'll go down low into the corner. Being watched there by Stevenson. On the far side, it'll go to Tryson Sunday, but taking issue with some things. There's going to be a penalty coming up to Tryson Sunday and to Ethan Hipwell. Sunday, no stranger to the rough stuff. He'll give it out and take it too. Both for roughing. Be a 4-on-4. .53-39 shots on goal for the Thunder in this game. Penalty to Sunday and Hipwell. 4-on-4 lacrosse. A lot of room out there now. Breaking in off a pick, coming around the defense was Demore. Now Kane Murphy with it. Comes inside. Oh, and he tried to get a shot off and jump over to goaltender, but goaltender Cox just got a piece of it.
Number 20, Ethan Hipwell. 2 minutes each for roughing at 12 minutes, 32 seconds.
And coming out 4-on-4 now once again. That's Willette with it. Fakes a shot. Watched it by Hops Thompson. Here's a pass coming all the way over out of the range of Stevenson, but he picks it up off the rebound, off the glass. Stevenson with overhand shot. Saved by Delarmy. Doesn't know where it is. Picked up there by Trace Hill. Trace Hill passes the ball up to Fothrop. He'll rag it down low. Barrero comes out as well. There's a stiff check to Barrero coming off the stick of Mark Monroe. Thompson going down on the crease side. He'll be watched there defensively by Perry. Big defenseman out there for the... There's a shot, a goal, they score! Short-handed goal. Coming off the stick of Thompson. Making it 13-4. Coming at 13:39 of period number 3.
Thunder goal was scored by number 7, Doug Thompson. 5th to number 16, Alex Delarmy. And number 93, Akwesasne Barrero.
Barrero and Delarmy get an assist on Degalunya Dage Thompson's goal. His second of the night, making it 13-4. The Thunder putting an exclamation mark on this semifinal game 3. Backhand shot on goaltender Delarmy. He makes the save. Picked up there by Hops Thompson. He'll send it up to Thundercloud. 21 seconds remaining in the penalties to the Hipwell, to Nepean, and Sunday to the Thunder. 4-on-4 they play. Thundercloud passing over to Delarmy. Delarmy trying to get across the check. A shot on net. He does, as he was trying to get away from the check of Perry. Now here's a long shot. It hit a leg in front off the stick of Thompson. Now coming out from the bench. And there goes Murphy with a good check. As Phoenix Houlihan had a shot on goal as he come flying out of the bench. Had a partial breakaway, got the shot away, but he paid the price. Took the cross check. Oh boy, there's an interference right there, and the Thunder will get the ball back. 5 minutes now and counting for the Thunder. 5 minutes away from the Eastern Final, which was never in doubt. 2 and 3 goals was the most that Nepean has come into. There's a shot from far out off the stick of Thundercloud. There's another shot off the stick of Barrero. as the shot clock was winding down. And the Thunder will come back and picked up there. Oh, good play by Delarmy as he picked up the loose ball. Now he passes over to Thompson. Thompson comes up, fakes a wind-up shot. Thompson going one-on-one. Oh, he does a backhand, underhand shot. I don't know what you call that. Falling down, and he throws a sidearm backhand shot to hit the crossbar. Nepean now, Demora with it, being watched over there by Carter King. In and close it comes with a shot on net, and goaltender Thompson makes the save. That came off the stick of Delory. Now coming down, Sunday has to jump for the ball. He's got it anyway. Goes down low. Barrero working in. Oh, and he went. He looked like he was going to go far side, but he went near side. And a good save there by goaltender Cox. At least I thought it was. There's no 30-second clock coming up. Should have been a 30-second clock. Passes to Sunday. 5 seconds remaining. He'll take a shot. Shot on goal. Saved there by goaltender Cox. And there was a swim check missed there by the Sunday. And Sunday tries to do a stick check on the hip of Hipwell. Got away with it. There's a shot on goal coming off the stick of Kayazik. Saved there by Delarmy, and Kayazik took a two-handed chop to the hip area, and Hops Thompson knew it as he put his hands to his head, to his helmet. At 3:16 remaining. Kayazik passes to Willett, back to Stevenson on top, to Young. Young down low. There's a good slashing going on with that wooden stick by Luke Lazor, forcing the Delory to pass the ball. And now here's Young with it. Short side, he goes wide. Going to go back and over, so the Thunder will have the ball. 2:55 remaining. Good crowd on hand here for this game 3. The faithful, Thunder faithful, coming out to watch their club make it to the Eastern Final. And coming off that check on the far side, trying to get a shot on goal, and he does. That was Murphy with it. Good save there by Cox. Power play at hand. Young with it now. Passes down low to Delory. Good 6-inch chop there by Lazor. He didn't realize the ball was loose. Kept it up, and he called a violation. Now back at hand. Nepean has it on the power play. There's a backhand shot to pass to Willett. Willett with a shot on goal. Goaltender Delarmy with the arm save. Ball is loose. Picked up by the Thunder, and they'll come away with it. Thunder will come out of the offensive zone. That'll be picked up by Fawthrop. Fawthrop being chased there by Clark. Clark trying to chase him down to get a cross check on. He does a stiff two-hander. He's staying right on Fawthrop. Good lacrosse playing. And he's cross-checked from behind. Fawthrop is. And there's a shot on goal. Jumping through the air was Tracy Sunday. And there is Clark once again going after Fawthrop. Boy, he's really keeping on him. And now here comes Carter King out there to take a look at Clark for taking liberties with Fawthrop. And Carter King is really upset. He's going to go to the showers early as the referees, both referees, had to get in there and pull him apart. Didn't really have a chance to get at Landon Clark, but he wanted a piece of him, that's for sure, as Clark was taking his liberties with a stick on Dean Fawthrop. And King didn't take a liking to that for sure. He's going to get a 5-minute penalty for roughing. With 1:31 remaining, Hallett shows the sign. Hallett, the referee, shows the sign.
5 minutes for roughing at 18 minutes and 29 seconds.
(13-4). 5-on-3. There's a shot on goal and a good save there by goaltender Delarmy off the stick of Stevenson. Justin Stevenson trying to find a hole in that armor behind Xavier the Wall Delarmy. Been a wall for the Thunder throughout the season, for sure. Hops Thompson with it. He'll pass it back over to Tryson Sunday. Last minute to play. Tryson Sunday with the ball. He'll turn around and shoot it on the net. 50 seconds remaining, and the Thunder will be going to the East Final. Remains to be seen who they will face off against, Halton Hills or Ganawage. The faithful here in the community of Akwesasne and in Ganawage are hoping Ganawage can pull off the upset over Halton Hills, and we'll have an all-Mohawk final. There's a shot on goal. They finally score in this third period. Nepean does. Coming at 19:28. 32 seconds remaining. They make it 13-5.
Nepean's power play goal was scored by number 10, Sam Willett. Assist number 16, Justin Stevenson. And number 21, Cooper Delory.
Delory and Stevenson get an assist on the goal by Sam Willett. 22 seconds remaining. Sitting out the penalty for King is Marcus Thundercloud. Back at play. Here we go. Oh, the Thunder will be going to the East Final. And the faithful crowd give them a rousing round of applause.
For a game total of 47, and the Thunder 50 for a game total of 59.
Shots on goal favored the Nepean Knights 17-15 in that period. Over the course of the game, Thunder outshot them 59-47.
Playoffs are 10 days away from continuing, so check local listings. The Thunder will play the winner of Ganawage and Halton Hills. The Thunder and Knights, thank you for attending this evening's Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League.
Now we'll go, ladies and gentlemen, for following us.
Won by the Thunder, and we hope you arrive home safely.
Eastern Final for the Thunder. Tegualeta Barrio picked up 3 goals in this game to go along with 1 assist. Bladen Hops Thompson picked up 3 goals. To lead the Thunder scoring. The final score 13-5, and the Thunder will be the East Final. But will it be Ganawage or Halton Hills? Halton Hills and Ganawage play Friday night and Saturday night for sure. And if a 5th game is necessary, they will play Sunday afternoon. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors for bringing you this game here at the Enola Go Arena. Corner Convenience and More, located at 181 Park Avenue, Messina, New York. Find them on Facebook at Corner Convenience and More. Call 315-705-4070. Red Fox Gas and Convenience, located on 23 Johnny Mac Lane here in Akwesasne. On the American side, 518-358-3100. Mohawk Duty Free, located at 777B Deserano, Ontario, in Tyandanega. Find them online at mohawkdutyfree.ca, on Facebook or Instagram, Duty Free, Mohawk Duty Free, one word, or call 613-396-2753 for more information. And the Akwesasne Mohawk Casino Resort, located here in Akwesasne. Plan your next visit on their website, mohawkcasino.com. And Can-Am Convenience, located here at 235 International Road on Cornwall Island, Akwesasne, Gawanoga. More information, visit their website at thecanamcstore.ca, on Facebook and Instagram at Can-Am Convenience, or call 343-867-5081. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Akwesasne Thunder lacrosse team and myself, and Osanadeka Mitchell, our cameraman, we want to thank you for joining our broadcast tonight, and we'll see you with the next one. Pay attention to the Facebook page on the Akwesasne Thunder to see the times and places of the final, the first game of the final in the East on the Ontario Junior B lacrosse game. Dennis Schultz reporting for Akwesasne Thunder Lacrosse.